She is an NHS GP, author of Choosing Compassion, my dear friend, Dr. Ishani! Do some drum and bass, don't you?
Thank you, my love. Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh, I really miss being around my vegan team. I'm so happy to be here today. I just got back from 2 months of volunteering for a marine conservation project as the dive doctor in Indonesia, basically trying to explain to marine conservationists and scientists why it's bad to kill fish to eat them after doing science research. Anyway, the cognitive dissonance is insane. So I'm so grateful to be back around my people and people that understand about why we should be protecting animals and people that are choosing to be kind to animals, the planet, to other all living beings. So thank you all so very much for choosing compassion and for being here today. So before we start, I'd just like to do a little bit of a breath work practice. I know some of the topics that we've discussed today have been quite heavy. We often hold a lot of kind of tension, a lot of stress in our bodies. So just while we are all relaxed and here, I'd like to do just a quick breathwork practice that you can do at any point if you ever feel stressed, anxious, you don't know what to do with yourself, you feel overwhelmed. This is a really nice practice that I love to do with activists because it's a way of stimulating your vagus nerve, which is a control of the parasympathetic nervous system, so the opposite of our sympathetic nervous system, the opposite of the fight or flight system. So this is your rest and digest, your parasympathetic nervous system. So just take a really comfortable position, and I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose for 2 seconds, hold for 4, and breathe out through your mouth for 8 seconds. Just come back to your normal breathing. And I just want you to do that practice one more time as a reminder that you are in control of your own body, you are in control of your own breath. Anytime a situation feels overwhelming, maybe you feel frustrated or anxious, I just want you to come back to this simple breath work pattern, which is take a deep breath in through your nose for 2 seconds, hold for 4, and breathe out through your mouth for 8. So the reason that I love focusing on mindfulness, breath work, even though I'm an NHS GP and urgent care doctor, more importantly, I am a vegan activist. I'm an advocate for the animals, and I want to look after vegans and kind people who are protecting the planet. So I want to remind you, thank you all for coming here today and for everything that you do for the animals. I want to remind you that even though sometimes we can feel stressed, we can feel anxious, we might feel disappointed. These are all very normal emotions, but we are in control of how we feel and how we manifest those emotions. So I want to tell you a little bit of a story about how I was feeling a couple of days ago. I was feeling really stressed and angry because I was on a plane coming back from this conservation project in Indonesia, and normally I don't sit around people who are eating animal flesh and dead animals. I have beautiful vegan flatmates, I have beautiful vegan family, I've got a beautiful vegan boyfriend, beautiful vegan friends, I've got all of you guys. So I'm very lucky in that I don't tend to sit around people who are eating animal products. However, I'm sure, as you can all imagine, on a plane, that is a very difficult and triggering situation. So I was on a plane where I felt very trapped. I felt very angry. I could smell foods or animals that I didn't want to be smelling. And I felt so frustrated. I felt so angry. I felt trapped in this small environment where I felt out of control. And I reminded myself that it is okay to feel angry. I let myself feel that anger. I let myself feel that disappointment. And I thought, okay, this is normal. It can be very normal to feel these negative emotions. However, it's what we do with those emotions that is the important thing. I never want that anger or that frustration to sit with you. I never want those negative, that stress to sit with you. I want you to transform that into love, laughter, creation, bringing people together, community. I want you to be reminded in times where you might feel angry that if we look around right now, just remember how many beautiful people there are who are also advocating for a kinder planet. And whenever you feel that anger, whenever you feel that frustration, just accept that. That is completely normal and that is okay, because that is how change happens. I want you to transform that anger, move that from yourself, send that into the universe, create, cook for people, bring non-vegans together to your homes and show them that we are healthy, happy, kind people. So I'm just going to read you an extract from a book that I wrote recently called Choosing Compassion, Surviving Burnout in Vegan Activism. So 10% of profits are donated to animal rights charities. This book is printed on fully recycled paper with vegan ink and is not available on Amazon. And I just want to read you out an extract from all my years of medical training, vegan activism, mental health training. I've written this book for you guys. I want you to be healthy, happy activists. I want you to remember how much love, how much power, how much fierceness there is within activism. I want you to be proud to be changing the game. I want you to be happy to be on the right side of history, because we do not have to be activists. We get to be activists, and it is a pleasure to be on the right side of history with you all. Speciesism is yet another form of oppression that will become socially unacceptable with time. It takes a small but mighty group to initiate momentum and elicit progressive systematic change. In the wise words of social anthropologist Margaret Mead, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. In terms of liberation for animals, we must remember that there is also slow but undeniable progress being made. Spanish cities are finally starting to ban bullfighting, proving that the culture and tradition arguments can be dismantled. The production of foie gras has been prohibited across many countries. Greyhound racing stadiums are rapidly closing across the UK. Horse-drawn carriages are thankfully being phased out globally. London Fashion Week has recently banned the use of exotic skins. Travel agencies are beginning to cancel dolphin shows from their tour programs. The Mexican Congress unanimously voted to make shows using marine mammals illegal. Major fashion magazines will no longer feature fur in any of their editorial content or adverts. All 11 New York public hospitals now serve vegan meals as the default. A new research centre into animal sentience has opened at the London School of Economics with the intention of influencing policy and protection laws. Governments are writing legislation requiring vegan meals to be accessible in schools globally. Palitana, a state in Gujarat, has become the first city in the world to ban meat. The number of plant-based university, plant-based treaty and plant-based councils pledges is increasing faster than I can keep track of. Our unwavering pressure, conversations and collective action will not be ignored. And I genuinely believe that we are a significant demographic standing on the right side of history. Until every cage is empty and until all beings are free, we shall persevere. I thank you for your incredible work and for making the world a kinder place. Stay safe, stay smart, and keep saving lives. Thank you all for your incredible work that you're doing to achieve total animal liberation. It does not go unrecognized. Small steps move mountains. Thank you all for being so kind, so brilliant, for being here.